How did it get to this? How are we the most reasonable ones?
Is it weird? I wish we were back when he was yelling at me in Zillus.
Somehow it was a simpler time, so no, I don't blame you at all. You answer me now or I swear to God I will cut that head off your shoulders.
I'm sorry, Ada.
You
I'm
are the
sorry.
reason this happened.
I didn't want to do this.
11. Oh, what are you doing here?
Trying to think about some stuff that happened recently. Maybe trying to find new friends or...
Why, are you running out of friends or something?
It kind of...
Well, you're not the only one, so...
The person's like this little bird that tries to kill everyone, like killed one of my closest allies.
I know, Liffy. And they're all traitors, the lot of them.
You can't believe anyone.
It's not just that. You try to believe in them, they don't try back. It's useless. They're all just unreliable and selfish. How do they make me, of all people, look like the humble, friendly one? I shouldn't be saying this to you.
The only thing I'm trying now is maybe to save this world. It's the only thing I can do right now.
Do you know where that ended up me being? It ended up with my body shattered on the floor and then I woke up here. I'm going to go. I need some time to clear my head. Green?
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's a long story.
I am not gonna pry then, Jesus.
Any news while I was away?
About what?
I don't know.
Well, Luna is Jade's daughter, apparently.
I don't know who that is, but
Oh, the moth.
I don't think I've met her.
Maybe it's better that you didn't.
Yeah, I suppose it's not important anyway.
What happened to you then? You gotta give me something to work with.
Jade killed me. I talked to Liffy, and, well, you know what she's like. And then I went to Jade, and I was like, tell Liffy to stop hanging out with you, or I'll kill you. There was a bit more to it than that, but, well.
That's a long and short of it.
Now here I am, one life down and with absolutely nothing to show with it. So, you know what, screw that. There is nothing for me to gain by trying to cling to the flock, to Liffy, to the others.
So what, you're done?
Yeah.
Didn't you, like, have a go at me for being done at the start of this whole thing? Albert turns table.
I thought you might be smug about this whole thing.
You gotta give me a little bit of time to be pissy about, not pissy, but to laugh. You came to me for comfort, and
I came to you because I made an alliance with you, Green. Once this is done, so are we.
what do you mean this?
I don't
Lily's
know,
done
this
with?
plot to stop Jade from ripping this world apart?
I don't think there's anything I can do or you can do. I'm just trying to get out.
Well, I'm trying to stay here. Unless there's any other way I can go into a world that isn't my own.
But you still got your family, right? Sorry, not Liffy, but
I haven't spoken to Liver in a long time. And I haven't spoken to Zillus on friendly terms for almost as long.
Mozillus is... Well, I'm getting him out for a little bit too. You're welcome to come too if you want, but...
You know where I am, if you
no,
ever
I
need
don't.
me.
What, you gonna be at the flock?
Well, where else am I meant to stay? But it's safer than, what, camping in the wilderness?
I think it probably would be safer in the wilderness, to be honest. Like, you said Jade killed you, right? He's gonna want to come back and finish a job. And if you're in the flock, then that's a very obvious way. A very obvious place for you to be, is what I'm saying.
I suppose you're right. Well, I guess I'll pack my tent up.
I cannot imagine you camping.
Well, how do you think I go on my little adventures? You think I was
hotel?
staying in 5-star hotels in my last world?
I feel like you might.
Oh yeah, the apocalypse. We ran out of, I don't know, wine and wine guns.
But I didn't even know what hotels were until 20 years ago. Give me, like, a little bit of slag.
Alright, no. Well, fine. What do you suggest then? Because
I don't know.
I don't think camping on my own in the middle of nowhere is a good idea.
You don't? Then I don't know.
Is there not anywhere here I could stay? As much as I hate to ask.
There's a spare room. Wait, no. That's Libba's room. I gotta get that away.
I could always just build a house
Go
if
for
there's
it.
room.
There's loads of it. I've got all that space over there, and then there's like more around the back. Yeah, man, build what you wanna. Oh,
Yeah, I
there's
think
loads
I'd
of
rather
spaces.
build my own place. Then I can make sure I know the place like the back of my hand, you know? I should probably say thank you for letting me stay.
Yeah, sure. It's whatever, right? Like
Yeah.
it's pretty. Everyone comes to live here eventually, for whatever reason.
Yeah, it does seem to be a little trend, doesn't it?
It's not like I'm inviting everyone.
Really? Well, you seem to have a large chunk of people moving through here, so...
I'm trying to keep people safe, and sometimes it means inviting people that end up helping the enemy, I guess. Just also don't fuck with the grave on the mountain. That's all I ask.
Look, I know better than to desecrate graves. I've buried
Cool.
too many people.
I'd say let me know if you need anything, but I know you're too stubborn to ask for help. So,
I suppose you're right.
have fun.
Who's there?
Hello?
Who are you?
I'm Luna. Who are you?
I'm Ada. Do you live here? Or...
It's complicated.
Huh.
I'm friends with Green.
Well, I don't trust you, but don't do anything stupid, and neither will I.
I mean, that's fair enough. What was your name again?
Ada?
I think Green said something about you living here.
Well, it's not been too long since I did, so I imagine words got around.
I mean, I heard a tiny bit about you.
What do you mean?
Mainly that Jade killed you, but that's... Oh, and you were part of the plot, but that's about it.
That's about all you need to know, so... Can I help you at all? Or are you just passing by?
I was leaving Green a gift.
Fair enough.
And I asked one question.
I don't think my answer's really going to affect whether you're going to, but sure, go ahead.
Jade said it was self-defense, was it?
Of course he would say that. Why are you talking to Jade? Isn't he the enemy of this place?
That's even more complicated than where I live.
I'm not sure I trust you.
I was really just here to leave a gift.
Look, I was just gonna go build my house. So for what it's worth, even though I'm being, well, as you say, aggressive, if I do end up wanting to kill you, as you so bluntly put it, I will let you know first.
I mean, that's more than what another person did, so, thank you?
Oh, are you making enemies here as well?
No, I was just killed for trying to start a peace meeting.
Who are you trying to start a peace meeting with?
Well, it was between Dragon Tree and Jade, but Liffy made it obvious that wasn't going to happen.
Well, I'm gonna be totally honest. Did you really think that was gonna go well? Liffy's a psycho now, and it's all because of Jade.
Yeah, I guess.
Why? What other explanation would there be?
I don't know. I don't really know Liffy that well.
I do. She wouldn't hurt a fly back in the day, and then Jade started talking to her, and he's coiled his grip around her. And now it's just too late for me to care about doing anything, because anything I do is just going to get myself hurt more. So they can rot in hell for all I care. Why is everyone in this goddamn world a psycho?
That is a good question that I'd also like answered. You normally, like this in tone.
Well, I was worse before I was murdered. You're looking at the new Tone Down, Ada.
Oh, yeah, murder is death isn't great, is it?
Yeah, now I get to die an unconfirmed amount more times. Cause that sounds fun, doesn't it?
I'm just glad I'm not the only person that sees that as a negative.
I thought this world would be better, but now it just feels like someone out there is laughing at us.
Yeah, it's probably, the main thing.
I don't know, the mainframe doesn't strike me as a slow torture mockery sort of person. From what I've seen in the labs, it tends to kill people quite quickly, but whatever you say.
I know this is going to sound weird, and everything, but can I ask for a favor?
That very much depends on what that favor is.
Keep an eye on Green and Zillus, please. I'm just worried about them. They're both on one life now.
Well, maybe they should stop jumping headfirst into dangerous situations.
Yeah.
Especially Zillus. He's had a death wish from the start.
Oh, he still has one. I mean, I'm debating on kind of staying around here more, just to keep an eye out, especially if the mainframe's targeting those two.
Where's your other place that you live, then?
It's just a cave somewhere.
I'm not sure I believe you.
I've only really showed a few people it, but if it helps, I can take you there.
I was more referring to, the whole, oh, if you know my true blah-de-blahs, you'll probably kill me. Which doesn't exactly fill me with joy and trust.
If I tell you, promise me you won't, kill me?
Fine, I won't harm you, but I will not be happy if it's someone I don't like.
I can't exactly help my connection to Jade. He's unfortunately kind of my biological father.
What? But you're a moth.
Yeah, as he so loves to remind me that he did the deed with a moth.
That is a lot to process. For what it's worth, as someone who's been murdered by him, steer clear, it's not worth it.
I know, but you're going to hate this. I'm going to stick with him for a little bit to try and get Zell out of his whole contract.
That is a stupid idea.
I know, and I'll probably be killed for it, but as long as Zell's free, I'll probably be okay with it.
From what you've said, Zell's just as bad. He made a choice to accept Jade's help, to become his puppet. He's made his bed. He should go lie in it.
You're very similar to Green.
You really know how to make someone feel better about themselves.
If it's any consolation, I like Green. He's good. Anyway, just keep an eye out for the mainframe, mainly.
I should probably get going. I've got a house to build, otherwise I'm sleeping under the stars.
It was nice meeting you.
Sure. Just remember, Jade doesn't have your best interests at heart.
Be safe, I guess.
You too, don't do anything dumb. Well, goodbye.
Goodbye. Yeah.
What are we gonna do about the mainframe, then?
What is there to do? Can't kill it, can't reason with it. There's nothing to do except hope it doesn't do it again. Well, Zillus, was working with it, and he stopped working with it because of me and Zell pulled him out of it.
So what, it wants to be researched?
It wants to tears researched.
That's interesting. This is the first time we've actually had something concrete that the mainframe wants.
It's been wanting this for ages. When Libba was still in the flock, it went to Libba to ask him to research, do the same.
Well, maybe...
Get the artifacts. It said the same to Zillus.
Why do you need another house? You've already got one over there.
Well, first of all, rude. Second of all, when did you move back in?
Well, apparently since the flock collapsed while I was away, I've not exactly got a lot of choices where I live at the moment. So it's either living here or living alone, and I would rather not do the second one. Anyway, do you really care that much that I've moved back in?
You were with the flock.
So were you once.
Yeah. Look, I've never been more than rude to you.
You're rude to everyone.
Yeah, exactly, so don't take it personally.
So what are you guys talking about?
Why is everyone showing up now?
We're in public, in the middle of town. So...
Oh yeah, and all of us do kind of sort of live here, I guess. So kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, if you hadn't invited half the people in the goddamn world to live with you, maybe you'd still live alone.
I mean, I just invited people that I thought needed it, you know?
Yeah, and apparently that was half the server. Great, you can disappear now.
Fun.
I could do that anyway.
Oh yeah, I
Remember?
forgot about that.
You had the whole oh, Green's invisible, you could be spying on us. Fucking paranoia arm.
You were spying on us. It's not paranoia if it's true.
You were gonna you killed me. You killed Zillus.
I have not
I
killed
thought you were
anyone,
gonna do
thank you
it.
very
Your,
much.
as in your family.
they're not my family anymore. Look, when you give everything to help people, and then they do absolutely nothing on their end, it kind of breaks your trust in people.
I guess.
I hate to bring up the past, but you've been in a similar situation, haven't you? Well, with that kid and the people around her.
We don't have to talk about this.
I know. I'll leave it at that. I'm not exactly a stranger to trying to avoid the past myself.
So we all agree that Jade, Lippy, and everyone else and the mainframe are bad people, right? What have we all done about them?
Well, I tried to kill Jade.
How did you try it?
Well, as killing people normally goes, I tried to stab him.
Now that's not a good idea.
Yeah, I know. I found that out the hard way. Why do you think my
Yeah,
suit's in tatters? Okay, I'm fully aware this is a stupid idea. Jade wants to break open the tears, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What if we let him go through and just shut it behind him?
Are you insane? You think we can control those tears? They're unstable.
Yeah, but
As the mainframe
something's
said,
gotta be keeping them closed.
That the mainframe is keeping them closed. Have you not been paying attention to the labs, to the notes?
Why don't we work with the mainframe?
Because the mainframe killed
Okay.
Green.
I feel like the mainframe has a little less control over the tears than we think. Mostly because it's trying to get other people, us, to try and figure out how to keep them closed.
It
Fine.
brought us here.
I'm
Using
very
tears.
aware, but it's some of the tears, like the one from Green's world with all the lava, isn't caused by it.
How did we know that?
It was said by it, so take it with a grain of salt, I suppose.
Look, the fact is, the mainframe wants the tears shut. So do we. So, I guess, look, we know it's active. What if we just find it and be like, you know, if you want us to, I don't know, keep them closed, you're going to have to help out. Worst thing it can say is no. I doubt it's gonna, you know, stab us for trying to do the thing it wants.
We are not on the side with the mainframe.
The enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Oh, don't bring up all that. Don't bring that up. That is no use here.
Are you sure? It seems
I
like
am
it's
sure.
most useful here.
Delusional if you think that'll work.
Well, fine then. Come up with a better plan, and then if the mainframe decides to take us out the picture, don't say that I didn't tell you so.